Hi everyone, Coach Sullivan here again from MJS Coaching Football. My background, 38th year coaching football. I've either been a defensive, offensive, or special teams coordinator, as well as a head coach at both the collegiate and high school levels. In this presentation, I'd like to talk to you about a variation in our match quarters coverage concept. In a previous, my match quarters grade 4 playlist, that's our base match quarters coverage. This is a variation in match quarters that we call gray 3. Okay, so what's the difference between gray 4 and gray 3 other than the numbers, right? Well, quite simply, first of all, alignments and everything else stays the same. As we tell our players, our alignments are disguise. We don't change our alignments to fit the coverage. I think you tip your hand that way. Your opponents look for the alignments first, and then they say, now they're in this coverage because of the alignment, right? So we don't do that. So purposefully, I give you the same formation in terms of it's a left and a rip every time for that reason, okay? So, free and field, field and free, right? F and F, going to the rip here. Boundary and whip, going away from boundary and whip, going away from the rip, right? It's a mouthful. So everything stays the same. It's a left call, so Rover and Mike are left. It's a rip, so dime is right, because it's 11 personnel rule, backers away from the tight end. Boom, done. And the defensive line staying left and right. Okay, so we're in our base front 50, and this is grade 3. So what's the difference? I just wanted to make sure we're good as far as how nothing changes from that respect, and the reason why. The big difference, and that's why it says 9-on-9 football, is as you see here, these 3 defenders are still reading number 2, right? Hence gray 3. We use colors for our coverages. Gray is our match quarters, okay? Matches my hair, right? So we have 3 instead of 4. In gray 4, the corner's reading 2. Well, now the corner's not reading 2. The corners have man on number 1, hence 9-on-9 football. Whenever you have a situation where you have tremendous corner play, okay, and it would really be neat to be on both sides. Now we're getting into what we call split coverage concepts, which is a whole nother playlist, okay? For simplicity, you got 2 good corners, you can play gray 3, okay? And so what we do when we first teach this is they line up in their 1x7 Oscar, which is outside leverage, and then we say to them on the snap or after snap, post snap, you stem, meaning move, from outside leverage to inside leverage and play what we call off man. Okay, off man. Again, these techniques and so forth are all separate presentations, but for now, what off man means is you're going to play the receiver, okay, from distance. You're off, okay? No press. You're off. So I'll get back to the corners in a second. It's pretty easy. They're playing the man. They're not even reading surface. Okay, they are playing the man. That's why it's 9-on-9 football. Okay, so because of that, it's still sky and less. So over here, because 2 is detached, it's orbit. Over here, it's sky. So okay, boom, done. So as it says, right, the inside linebackers is no change. From grade 4 to grade 3, no change. Okay, so if you want to know what they do in grade 4, you have to go see the grade 4 match quarters playlist and see the grade 4 assignments. Okay. Safeties, it's the same. Here's the big difference. The outside linebackers, as it says up top, it's the same except. Now when number 2 goes out, and when we say that, we mean under 10, you got to take them. Right? You got to take them. I don't mind telling you this because it explains the difference between grade 4 and grade 3. In grade 4, when 2 came out, corner matched the out, right? Boom, done. Safety, mirrored the release of two, took one vertical, boom, done. Well, now the corner doesn't, that's why we say it's 909. Pretend they're not there. 909 football, right? We're out in the middle of nowhere. We don't have enough guys to play 11 on 11, so we're playing 909. Big deal. It's still football. So, but now that's the difference. If he's running out, you got to take him. He's yours. That's it. If he goes vertical, safety's got him. He goes in, backers got him. But now when he goes out, you got him. There's your difference between grade 4 and grade 3. Again, boom, done. This is really good, besides the obvious, and I'm getting back to the corners in a second, when you have good corner play and you can match up and take away their dudes. Now the rover, who's always shooting hands, knocking back, right? We really beat the daylights out of a tight end. Now when that tight end's trying to release out into the flats, our rover stays with him. Okay? And so just think for a second, if you're the quarterback, you're running the out, right? Let's say it's the Oklahoma. You got one vertical, two's out. You're expecting the corner to come up. So you're thinking you're going to hit it here in the void, and now all of a sudden the corner's on top. Well, so's the safety. So we, in effect, double cover the deep vertical of number one, right? Boom, done. That should be a pick. Or at least we say get him to jerk the mule. Oh, crap, it's not there. And that gives your outside linebacker time to cover up the out of number two, right? So that's what we're talking about. So now let's get back to the corner play. We stem inside on the snap of the football or after the snap, right? And eyes are on the man. It doesn't matter what number one does, okay? And you got to be careful because in the RPO schemes, they'll feign the block, fake the block, and then release. So we tell them, hey, if he's faking the block, you fake it with him. Okay, you fake it with him. You'll get a run call from your safeties to alert you that now, okay, forget about coverage and get up and run support. Otherwise, if whatever he's doing, you mirror it. Okay, because in the RPO games of today, they'll fake the blocks, then release vertical. Well, if he's faking, you're faking. And then he takes off, you take off, right? It's man. You are playing the man. Simple as that. And so consequently, one of the things that we'll also do is we'll show our regular alignment. And then just prior to the snap, you got to time it up when the receiver's heads are looking in. Screw down hard, get inside press leverage, and now just knock the tar out of him with your hands and be all over it. Okay, so that would be grade 3 press. Grade 3 press. Okay? So again, the big coaching point here is you got an advantage. You got great corner play. As a changeup, play grade 3. Make it 9-on-9 football and just make sure your outside linebackers are coached up. Now, two's out, you got to take the out. Boom, done. That's the only difference between our base grade 4 match quarters and our variation grade 3 match quarters. Okay? So please, as always, any questions, reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com, and I can talk football all day long.